Dr. Bayu, so a little bird whispered to me that it appears you're also lacing your boots, all 7,000 members in the 10 divisions. You're lacing your boots to also embark on an action. But really, you are doctors. Well, tell us, what's your living standard? I'm sure it's much better than the teachers.
Well, MFA, I think, thank you. Good evening. Good evening to my co-panelists and to all those listening to us. Before I tell you what the cost of living to our members is, as a union leader, let me help my colleague a little just by explaining what the COLA is. And I should put it on record that the GMA have also made that demand for the COLA. We are part of a bigger group called the Forum, and the Forum has requested for COLA.
Are you also asking for 20% or more than 20?
All of us are singing the same song. And we had wished that government would have started with us much earlier to negotiate and discuss this. But if you look at the technical definition of a cost of living allowance, it's not a normal salary. It's a salary or an allowance given to a worker because of some special situations. It could either be that the worker lives in a particular area where the cost of living there is higher than normal across the country, or there is a situation within the country that has made the worker's salary worse off. So it's usually a temporary allowance. It's not expected to be a permanent feature on our pay slips, but it's to cushion us for the period that we find ourselves in. And the history in this country has demonstrated that successive past governments where we've had very serious difficulties have given this cost of living to labor unions or the labor workforce to help us survive. Okay. When we went for the IMF in the very last one before this, there was a cost of living allowance. And it was just a recognition that when your economy goes so bad, the person on salary, people even struggle to get transportation to work because your salary can no longer take you to work and back. There are people who have parked their vehicles, are using commercial vehicles, and even then it's very difficult. So this is just to cushion us for that period. So government should have met with us much earlier to negotiate a temporary allowance for a particular period that they think the economy will return back to normal so that it cushions the ordinary worker. This is all that we are asking for. And yes, as I mentioned, the GMA, doctors are like anybody else in this country. We are also struggling.
Even the doctors?
Yes, we are all struggling. We are buying from the same markets. We are buying the same fuel. We don't get any fuel coupons. We heard the president say that they are cutting fuel coupon by half.
And he's cut his salary by 30%.
Excellent. And I think they can even do more. You know, cost of living is to survive the ordinary worker, the one who has to buy fuel by himself, who is paying his own rent, who is having no additional allowances. And we have continuously made the case that there's a lot of inequality in this in salaries in this country. The disparity is just too much. This is a time the high earners can sacrifice to support the low earners so that we can at least make it to work every day and put food on our table. So 30%, very good. Reducing fuel by half, very good. But they should take even more measures. But while they take those measures, we should see it cushioning the ordinary worker. The ordinary worker should not be made worse off. They still deserve that cost of living allowance because somebody taking 1,000 cedis now can virtually not be able to support themselves, especially those who don't live close to where their workplace is, to go to work throughout the month, to buy lunch and all of that. So that is basically what this cost of living is about.